What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, and Droids? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and today I am going to be talking about all of the current events that have been going on in the world. Now, I know I've been kind of silent here on my channel, aside from live streams, as far as videos are concerned. You know, I haven't done very much in the past week, and that's because I kind of wanted to take a step back and just observe everything that's going on. Now, for those of you that are not aware, YouTube has made a lot of changes that have been hurting a lot of channels. Mine is one of them. I had a lot of channel growth and it was pretty steady for a while. I got a really big bump around this time last year, and then ever since then, it was really steady, and then all of a sudden it just plummeted down to nothing. And then one day YouTube will give me 70 subscribers, and then all of a sudden it's like minus 90, and it's been like that every single other day. It's crazy. I know I'm not the only channel that's affected by it. It's been a lot of channels. So while YouTube has been making that change, all of these changes, I kind of wanted to experiment with it to kind of understand the algorithm better. And then of course, the world lost its freaking mind. Now, I'm going to use certain terminology so as not to get my channel flagged, because for those of you that are not aware, there's a thing going on in the world right now that everyone in the world is kind of talking about the thing. They're going crazy about the thing. It's a pretty crazy thing that's going on. Now, again, like I said, I'm going to use certain terminology that will not get my channel flagged. So if you have trouble understanding, once this video is up and you read the comments, you'll probably be able to, people will figure it out, and you'll be able to figure out from the comments. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to refer to something as the land of pandas, which is where the thing came from. And then another YouTuber actually went through, and I found I was doing my research like I do, and I went down the YouTube rabbit hole, and I found out because what YouTube's doing is they don't want you to talk about it, because they're demonetizing channels, they're flagging channels, they're flagging videos, because they don't want any news getting out that's not from a reliable source, if you can even call our current media that. But so you get flagged, your channel gets flagged. So one YouTuber did all their research, watched all these channels, watched all these experiments, and then they released this list of words that will not get your channel flagged as of yet. So I'm going to use the specific terminology. I'm going to continue to call the thing, so that's clear. The place where the thing came from, I was originally going to go with the place where Mulan came from, but the way that Mulan is going with all of the drama behind the Mulan movie, I decided not to. I'm just going to call it the land of pandas. So the land of pandas, where the thing came from, and then made its way throughout the rest of the world. Now, I live in the country that Lewis and Clark explored. I know that's a very old reference, but if you know your history, you know what I'm talking about. For some reason, even naming certain countries will get your channel, or not your channel per se, but your video immediately demonetized. So I am from the country that Lewis and Clark explored, because that is not something that will get you flagged. I know it's ridiculous, but this is actually a thing. So, and I am specifically from the state that the Beach Boys said the best girls in the world are from. So that is the state that I am from. And in that state, the governor has issued, saying that all the nightclubs and, the bars are going to be closed. All of the restaurants and takeout only. All of the movie theaters are going to be closed. And, my channel usually does cover entertainment. That's usually what I talk about here on my channel. And, that Hollywood is really going to use that especially they're going to use this thing for excuses later on, so we are going to see that, mark my words for it. But specifically here, and I know everyone else is experiencing it where they are, because I've seen it all over Instagram, I've seen it all over Twitter, all over the internet. That's all, the thing is the only thing that people are talking about. So I decided finally, because I like to live in my hobbit hole. I stay inside, I live. You know how Batman has his cave? I have my hobbit hole filled with all the things that I like. And I really don't like people. I don't like going out among people. My dream vacation is just going and, exploring the wilderness by myself. I don't need people to make my life happy. I need my dog. I need my animals. I need Peaches. But the rest of the humans, if you're not my friend, I I generally don't like them. So I'm fine being at home. But now they're telling everyone, if you go outside, and you go around other people, you're just putting everyone at risk. And I'm like, all right, what were you guys doing? Why was this not a thing back when West Nile? You know, when I was a kid and West Nile was going crazy, everyone was scared of the mosquitoes. Everyone was like, don't leave anything with water outside because the mosquitoes will repopulate. You can get West Nile. Where are all these people saying stay in your house, stay away from animals, or stay away from other humans, when AIDS came out? I don't know. Where are all this? I don't know. This is like the craziest thing. Everyone is losing their minds over the thing that came from Pandaland and came over to every other place on this spherical thing that exists in this part of the galaxy. And everyone's losing their minds. And I feel like it's something that just blew up online, and everyone jumped on the bandwagon and decided to lose their minds over it. And I feel like everyone with common sense is just laughing at this like it's ridiculous. And some people do enjoy panic. I know I've heard plenty of people that talk about how when a hurricane happens over on that side of the country, that people like it because it's a sense of community. Everyone gets connected. Everyone's like, yeah, we're all just trying to survive this hurricane. But now it's like a worldwide thing, and everyone's worried about the thing. And, you know, people have a right to worry. I get it. You know, I'm typically one of those people that, you know, I just kind of keep to myself. You know, I don't worry too much about that kind of stuff because, to be completely honest, I know I'm going to get shit for this, but it doesn't directly affect me. So, and yes, people are like, well, you need to be sensitive because it just doesn't affect you. It affects other people. I'm like, I get it. And I'm gonna burst some bubbles for people, right now, but, people die. It happens. People die every single day. The world doesn't stop because people die. You can go look all the way back to the beginning of freaking humankind. There have been epidemics, all throughout history, and guess what? A lot of people die. In this case, I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Yes, some people are gonna die, but, you know, the world goes on. Life goes on. It happens, you know, and first-hand experience. I know for a fucking fact, just because someone you love dies, the world doesn't stop for you. Just because a celebrity dies doesn't mean the world stops. We acknowledge it, we see that it happens, but you gotta keep pushing forward. And if you don't, I mean, then I guess you're just a very weak person, but you gotta keep moving. You gotta stand up, you gotta get on your 2 feet, and you gotta keep pushing forward because life doesn't stop for anyone. And that's just a fact. If you are sensitive to that fact, then life's going to be very difficult for you, regardless of what's going on, whether it be, you know, epidemics like this, where the numbers are getting thrown out there. You don't know if it's right or not because there's no evidence for any of this, but it's just one of those things that when I go to Target, which I did. I went to Target earlier, and I was trying to film because all of the aisles are empty. The toy aisles are packed. The home furniture is packed. The random houseware decorations are packed. The baby section is packed. The clothes section is packed. The food, certain things are still there. All of the things that you use in a certain room in your house that has a thing that pours out water that goes on your head and your body that you scrub. You stick these things underneath something that pours water and you put something on it to make sure that it's shoot, I can't use that word. Can't use that word either. It's sparkly and not grimy. And then the other thing that you sit on that is also known as like a dude's name, which I don't know, I can't remember. There was a couple names on the list that you're not supposed to say. But the thing that you use when you're done using the thing that you sit on in that particular room, the fact that that's gone and now that is like the new currency, that is the equivalent of gold if you find it, it's getting pretty ridiculous. The fact that there are parents out there that have young children and they're worried about finding them nourishment, certain things that, you know, certain infants need every single day that's expensive, that now people have mass bought, and they are exploiting these parents, and they are upping the, what word can I use, the monopoly thing that you get when you pass go. It's ridiculous, and it's showing. I feel like when the world gets into these kind of things, it brings out everyone's true colors, and it just blows my mind how ridiculous it's gotten. And then it also blows my mind the way that certain social media platforms have reacted to it. So I know that not everyone here really follows unless you're actually making content or you have an interest in the way content gets made. Usually, people don't really know about the YouTube terms of service and the things that go on. So the reason why I've been using certain terminology, as I said in the beginning, I don't want my channel to get flagged. I don't want my videos to get demonetized. I don't want my entire channel to get demonetized. So because of everything that's going on, YouTube announced that they are no longer going to have humans there at their headquarters or whatever, wherever the YouTube buildings are, where the people go when they go through and they manually review videos that get flagged for, maybe this content isn't okay, there's too much cussing, there's copyrighted material, whatever reason that YouTube, a bot goes through. Usually goes through the first 30 seconds to see if you say any of the words, to see if there's any copyrighted material, and a few other things, and a bot goes through, and then it flags it. Now, this has happened to me plenty of times where my channel, a bot goes through it, it gets flagged, I submit a request for a manual review, a person looks at it, and they say, yeah, that's fine, the bot just caught on to something. I get it, you do have to have some kind of, security measure, and then, a person can go, and obviously computers aren't perfect, as we've learned, and so a human has to go and look through it. YouTube announced that they are no longer going to have humans working on their premises, and that they're sending all of their employees home, and that it's only going to be bots from here on out. Now, a lot of people got mad about this, especially content creators, because, and I for one, I said, when I saw that, I was like, okay, just have them work from home. It's a job that you pretty much can do from home. And you can, remotely log into the YouTube login, and you can go in and manually review things. You can work from home. It's still safe. I personally think if you want to go outside, go freaking ahead. Enter at your own risk. It's like cigarettes. It's like, these can cause cancer. Have that label everywhere. Again, when I went to Target, there were signs everywhere. It said, be safe. Be aware that this thing is going on. And, they shut down everything in Florida. Disneyland is closed. Disney World is closed. Universal is closed. All the bars, restaurants, nightclubs. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you don't go to this certain restaurant, even though it's closed, it's takeout only, you're racist, even though I never go to those restaurants anyway. Apparently, I'm racist because I don't go to those restaurants. But that's beside the fact. Everyone in Florida, there was this news thing where the helicopter was going around. Everything's closed in Florida. Guess what all the people did? They went to the freaking beach. The beaches are packed because, normal people that don't spend all of their time online think that all of this is ridiculous. It's enter at your own risks. And, if you are worried about getting this thing, kudos to you. If you've done all your research on this thing, kudos to you. The research that I've done, it showed that the thing that you get when you're a kid, that, red dots, that kind of itch on your face, that, the strain that's a little bit stronger than that, that on a scale of 1 to 20 is at an 18. The thing that I've been talking about this entire video is at a 4. A freaking 4. So, yes, there are certain people that get affected more than other people, but I'm just like, it just shows, the normal average day person doesn't spend all their time online, doesn't spend all their time on Twitter, and sees all of the people that make a big deal out of this kind of thing. So, with YouTube saying that they are no longer going to have humans working, that it's just going to be bots, and that you're going to get a lot more channel flags than normal, is absolutely ridiculous when everyone can just work from home. And, I already work from home, so it's not going to affect me. If I can do my job from my home where, I'm, doing artwork, taking pictures of it, or, just saving the file and submitting it over, everything I do is online. It's really freaking convenient. I know freaking kids that go to school online because all the schools are closed now, but even before that, you can homeschool your kids from home. Everyone in college is now doing everything from online. Everything is online. Everyone is causing this big panic, mass buying things, and it's ridiculous. It's crazy. The world is losing their mind, and they're making a mountain out of a molehill. It's ridiculous. But this is the world we live in, everyone. And YouTube is not helping with that, and it's preventing me and other people here on YouTube from talking about it, which is why I've had to censor this video extremely. But, yeah. It's crazy. World be crazy. Anyways, everyone, I will be back to normal content. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on what is going on in the world because it blows my mind how out of proportion things get blown. All because something came from the land of pandas and made its way throughout the world. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It'll really help out me and my channel. If you leave a comment, leave a like. Even if you don't like it, that's fine. Leave a dislike. Any kind of traction helps. Share it on social media. Like I said, YouTube has really plummeted my channel. But, you know, it started at the bottom. Now you got a mountain to climb. And I love climbing mountains. So bring it on, YouTube. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. And may the force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. What's up, everyone? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and I have an Etsy store, so if you've ever wanted to own a print of my artwork, this is the place to go. As you can see, I have a lot of recognizable characters, from horror films to heroes to Star Wars characters. Some of the notable characters I have on here are Darth Vader, which I did a couple live streams painting, so you can own a print of this painting. I also have Luke Skywalker, the binary sunset version, one of my favorite scenes in the original New Hope movie. I have Darth Maul, which Ray Parks himself actually complimented me on Instagram. And then last but certainly not least, Ahsoka Tano. So if you want to own any of these prints, go right on over to my Etsy store. Again, that's The Art of Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. What's up, everyone? I have a P.O. box, so if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.